Kal Halal Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Bashem Rakakadash Barak the Yahweh Barak the Yahweh Shai.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Double honors to Elder GMS Great Millstone.
Shalom. Shalom.
Alright. Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 39. See now that I, even I, am He, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. For I lift up my hand to heaven and say, I live forever. If I wet my glittering sword, ICBM, nuclear missile, intercontinental ballistic missile. If you didn't know, hypersonic missiles, they do glow when they go flying towards their target. And they're reading about they have a thing of plasma around them. And plasma is visible. They do glow. So the ICBM is a sword, glittering sword, glowing sword. Hypersonic ICBM missiles do glow. If I wet my glittering sword and mine hand take hold on judgment, I will render vengeance to my enemies and will reward them that hate me. Because me and the brother was watching that GMS Apostles Treatment, I believe it's called. The Elder Apostles, Elder Bishop Sakaran, the Common Boy, and they're finding out about hypersonic ICBMs do glow. What I was reading. And other ICBMs do glow as well.
They do glitter, they do glow.
The hypersonic ones, the hypersonic ICBMs do glow.
Hypersonic.
I will make mine arrows drunk with blood, and my sword shall devour flesh, and that with the blood of the slain and of the captives from the beginning of revenges upon the enemy. Rejoice, O ye nations, with his people, for he will avenge the blood of his servants, and will render vengeance to his adversaries, and will be merciful unto his land and to his people. So if you go back a verse before, I will make my arrow drunk with blood, ICBMs, nuclear missiles, intercontinental ballistic missiles are like arrows. Drunk with blood. They're going to be doing a lot of death and destruction and killing. And my sword shall devour flesh. The ICBM is a sword. It's going to devour flesh. And that with the blood of the slain and of the captives from the beginning of revenges upon the enemy. Esau is the numeral enemy. If you go to Psalms chapter 8, the 3rd chapter, who was the first enemy listed there of the nations? Edom. Who was Edom? The so-called white man. Jeremiah chapter 12, verse 9. In it, mine heritage is unto me as a speckled blood. The birds round about are against her. Come ye, assemble all the beasts of the field, come to devour. Break this down, brother.
All right, shalom. So the brother was talking about the speckled bird. Mine heritage is unto me as a speckled bird. Jeremiah 12 and 9. The speckled bird is talking about the Israelites. There are going to be Israelites that look like the other nations. So there's are going to be Israelites that look like Edom, or if they look like Moab and Ammon, Elam, or something else. But they are still Israelites, because when that line of the family was started, it was started from an Israelite man. It was started with the seed of an Israelite man that birthed another Israelite man, and then continued through the seed of the Israelite man. So at this point, because of the transatlantic slave trade and the mixing, it's still the seed of the Israelite man, but at this point, the actual person will look like someone from the other nation, but they are still of the nation of Israel. Okay, brother, that wraps up the speckled bird. I would like to bring out a precept or two on the ICBM.
Go ahead, brother.
All right, so from the book of Joel, chapter 2, we'll start at verse 5. Like the noise of chariots on the tops of mountains, they shall leap. Like the noise of a flame of fire that devoureth the stubble, as a strong people sent in battle array. This is what's describing the intercontinental ballistic missile, the ICBM. Verse 6: before their face the people shall be much pained. All faces shall gather blackness. So in the light, so before their face, in the light of, or when they see the ICBMs coming to drop on them out of the sky, that's when they're going to be much pained. Go ahead, brother.
2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 11. Knowing therefore the terror of the Lord, we persuade men, but we are made manifest unto the Most High Yahweh, and I trust also are made manifest in your consciousness. They're going to know the terror of the Lord in that day.
Back to verse 6. All faces shall gather blackness. So that's what their faces are going to look like. They're going to be in terrible, terrible, terrible fear. Because at that point, everyone that sees the missiles coming down, raining on Babylon, which is America, they're going to know once and for all that they're going to die and that this place is going to be completely destroyed. The only ones that are going to be saved from that event is the elect when Yahushua comes back. Verse 7. They shall run like mighty men, they shall climb the wall like men of war, and they shall march everyone on his ways, and they shall not break their ranks. So the missiles are being compared to like mighty men. So if you have mighty men in an army, or if you have men in an army that are running, they all run in a certain order, they all run in a certain uniformity. That's the same way that these missiles are going to be. These missiles are going to be in order. They're not going to waver. They're not going to falter. They are going to hit their target. Which brings us into verse 8. Neither shall one thrust another. They shall walk every one in his path. And when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded. So they're not going to. So in the first part of the verse 8, where it says, neither shall one thrust another, they're not going to blow each other up. They're not going to be launched from the enemy to be launched to America and then blow themselves up, or one ICBM is going to run into another one to blow that one up. All of the missiles that are going to be launched from the other nations are going to meet their target in Babylon.
No accidents between the missiles. They crash into each other.
And the verse here where it states, and when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded. They are going to hit the target, whatever the target is going to be, and it is going to explode, and it is going to destroy everything in its path.
Missile defense systems are now obsolete.
Missile defense systems. There is no such thing as missile defense systems at this point because of the amount of ICBMs that are going to be launched to destroy Babylon.
And then it said though, if it falls upon the soil, if it hits the missile defense system, it's in vain. It's not gonna be blown up.
So this is something that is going to come. This is something that's going to happen. This is something that will happen, and all we have to do is trust in Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai, keep the faith, keep praying, keep seeking Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai, remain in our scriptures, and keep faith in Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai. And on that note, Shalom.
Kal halal Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai B'Hashem Mekakodesh. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai.
Shalom.
Shalom. See you in the next lesson.
GMS Great Muslim. Shalom.
Shalom.
Khan, brother. Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai willing. See you in the next lesson.